Hello students, this is important chapter of class 11th curriculum, organic chemistry, and it has very
Organic has been
high
derived from
weightage
the term
also in your
organism.
final exam.
So
So
Bergelius said that there is some vital force which is needed to prepare organic compound because organic compounds come from organism means living beings, plants and animals. But then Frederick Huller said that it's wrong and he prepared urea using inorganic substances, potassium cyanate and ammonium chloride. So potassium cyanide, ammonium chloride were heated together and they produced KClO and ammonium cyanide, which on further heating underwent intramolecular rearrangement and formed urea. So basically, so organic chemistry was not the chemistry of compounds derived from organism anymore. It was defined as the organic chemistry. It is the chemistry of hydrocarbons and their derivatives. So basically, organic compound contains carbon and hydrogen. Because of tetravalent nature of carbon, lot of organic compounds exist in nature. Let's understand what is tetravalent nature of carbon. Carbon is atomic number 6, so its configuration is 2 and 4. So it has 4 electrons in its outermost shell. Now we know that in order to complete its octet, it has to gain 4 electron or it can uh, lose 4 electron. But its nucleus has 6 protons, so it will not be able to hold 10 electrons because too much of repulsion between electron will be there, and similarly, it cannot form C4 plus also. It cannot lose 4 electron because then the sum of all 4 ionization enthalpies would be very, very large. So in order to gain stability, it can only share 4 electrons. So carbon has 6 protons in the nucleus, and if it gains 4 more electron, it won't be possible for nucleus to hold it. So has only one option left, that sharing electrons. So if it is forming 4 single bond, the hybridization would be sp3 and bond angle is 109 degree 28 minute. Let's see this. Carbon has 2s2, 2p2 outermost shell configuration. So in ground state, it has 2 electron. So in order to form 4 electron, 1 electron from 2s goes to 2p, and that is how we have now 4 electron, 4 unpaired electron in the outermost shell, and then ready to form 4 bonds. So bond line structure of organic molecule. Let's see. Bond line structure means we have to show bonds with the help of a line, right? Molecular formula means the condensed formula which only represent number of atoms in the molecule. Structural formula uh, gives us the idea of the bonding. We always need to draw from left hand side. So left hand side may, for example, here we have CH3, CO, CH3. So CH3 means carbon is forming 3 bond, then CO and then CH3. So like this, we'll keep on forming the bond. Carbon should form 4 bond. CH3 means it is forming 4 single bond. Triple bond means it is forming 1 sigma and 2 pi bonds. So always remember, whenever there is a double bond, it means that it has 1 sigma and 1 pi. If there is a triple bond, it means it is 1 sigma and 2 pi. So just keep on forming the hybridization and the bond line structure. Number of hybrid orbital is given by number of sigma bond plus lone pair. So just keep calculating the sigma bonds and lone pair and you'll be able to find out the hybridization. So here you can see that both these carbon have sp3 and this carbon, the last one, has sp hybridization because it is forming a triple bond. Similarly, here we have sp3 and nitrogen also has sp3 hybridization. This HCO CH3 again from left side HCOO. Oxygen also has sp3 because oxygen has 2 bond pair and 2 lone pairs. If I write the molecular formula for this molecule, it will be C2H4O2. Similarly, CH3COH का molecular formula भी if we'll write, it will be C2H4O2. तो इससे पता चल रहा है कि भाई दोनों मॉलिक्यूल जो हैं मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला सेम है, तो ऐसे मॉलिक्यूल्स को हम बोलते हैं आइसोमर्स जिनका मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला सेम होता है. Isomers के बारे में we'll discuss later in this chapter. Let's see, this last molecule also has sp3, sp2, sp2, sp3, sp3 hybridization of the atoms, right? Let's do some NCRT questions based on this topic. Right. So here we have to calculate sigma and pi bond. As I told you that carbon will form four bonds. So wherever there is a multiple bond, there is a multiple bond. So for example, here carbon has triple bond. It means out of these three bond, one will be sigma and rest two will be pi. Similarly, here it is a one double bond, so it means one sigma and one pi. So thereby total, you can count 10 sigma bond and 3 pi bond. In the second molecule, you will see that there are 9 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds. Similarly, here hybridization we have to predict for each of the following compounds. So carbon is forming 4 bond, it means sp3 hybridization here, 3 with the hydrogen and 1 with chlorine. Next molecule is CH3 and whole 2 CO. It means two CH3 are bonded to one carbon and then one oxygen with double bond. So it has sp2 hybridization and both CH3 will have sp3 hybridization. C is CH3, sp3, CN again triple bond, so sp hybridization. In HCO, NH2, you can see that carbon is doubly bonded to oxygen, so sp2 hybridization. Nitrogen again has sp3 because it is forming three single bond and one lone pair. In this, again sp3 and then one double bond, so sp2 and triple bond, so sp hybridization. Okay, in this case also we have to predict the hybridization of carbon. So this is sp2, again carbon and trigonal planar. With sp2, shape is trigonal planar. In molecule B, carbon is forming four bonds, so sp3 hybridization and shape is tetrahedral. In C, sp and sp, with sp it is linear. Expand each of the following condensed formula. So again, we have to write down the bond line structure for this. Start writing from left. So this is CH3 and then CH2, then again CO, it means C double bond O, and then CH2, CH3. So this is the bond line structure. Similarly, for the next molecule, it is CH3 and then CH double bond CH. CH2 whole 3. It means that in the series you have to write 3 CH2 together and then CH3. So it we have to write the condensed formula also. Condensed formula means we have to write down the molecular formula. So just keep counting the total number of atoms. So we have 5 carbon. So C5 hydrogen. Then we have to calculate. So this is 3 and 2 5 7 and then 3 10. So C5 H10 and there is one oxygen also. In the next molecule, we can see there are 7 carbon. Okay, 7 carbon, and then we have hydrogen. So, 3 and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 14. Makes sense also because it is an alkene, so we'll follow CnH2n. So shape sp3 tetrahedral, sp2 trigonal planar, sp linear. In case of sp3, if there is one lone pair, it is pyramidal. Two lone pair, it becomes bend shape. In case of sp2, if there is one lone pair, it will be bend shape, right? SP is always linear. So write a condensed formula and also their bond line formula. Again, start writing from left HO. Keep this in mind that carbon will form four bonds and oxygen will form two bond, hydrogen will form one bond. And just calculate the total number of atoms. The next one is also here we have three carbon, two hydrogen and two nitrogen and one oxygen atom. So this is the formula. Now expand each of the following bond line formula. Just keep writing carbon at each vertex, at each corner, and then put required number of hydrogen to make its valency 4. All the terminal carbon will always be CH3. Intermediate will be CH2. If they have a branch, then it will be CH. Here in C, this is actually a triple bond. So carbon, triple bond carbon. So one valency free, one hydrogen it will get. Intermediate will not get any hydrogen. Then CH2, CH, CH3. Terminal, all terminal will be CH3, and these two have since one branch, so CH. Next, we have molecular models or representation of molecule in 3D. Whenever we are representing a molecule in 3D, it is called a molecular model. So these are three types of molecular model: framework model. So in the center, we have carbon. Surrounding this, we have hydrogen. And in ball stick model, so a carbon is represented by a ball, and these hydrogens are represented by the stick. Similarly, here, the third one is the space filling model, where middle or the large ball is actually carbon and the surrounding balls are hydrogen. So all these three represent the structure of methane, 3D structure of methane molecule. Then we have classification of organic compound. Organic compounds have been classified into acyclic and cyclic. Acyclic means the open chain compound, and cyclic is closed. Whatever cases we have done earlier are all cyclic except this one, which is a cyclic. So rest we apart from this, all were acyclic. So cyclic means it is a closed figure. It is divided into homocyclic and hetero. Homo means the ring contains only one type of atoms, which is carbon, and hetero means the ring will have one heteroatom, means one atom other than carbon, which is generally nitrogen, sulfur, and oxygen. So homocyclic are alicyclic and aromatic. Similarly, heterocyclic are also alicyclic and aromatic compound. Aromatic are further divided into benzenoid and non-benzenoid. So these are again given some example of open chain, closed chain, homo, and hetero, which I have already discussed. So the next topic would be aromatic compound. Aromatic compounds are those compounds which follow Huckel's rule. I'll be discussing much in detail about aromatic in my next video. Thank you so much. Good luck.